everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we're going to learn how to create AWeber subscriber on Cashfree payment. So I'm an owner of a fashion apparel store, and using Cashfree, I collect the payments from my customers who are purchasing the products that I'm selling. And I use AWeber as my email marketing tool in my business. Here what I want is that as soon as any of the customers, the purchase is going to be done of the products that I'm selling, and they're going to do the payment using Cashfree and I'm going to receive the payment, I want to add that customer as subscriber in my AWeber account. Now creating these subscribers manually is going to be very time consuming. So what I've done is I've simply automated this entire process with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. And here in this automation, I'm going to build a connection between Cashfree and AWeber with the help of it. So if you also want to learn about this amazing automation process step by step, for that, let me take you to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to create a AWeber subscriber on Cashfree payment. So as an owner of a fashion apparel store, I use Cashfree payments to securely handle transactions and process payments from my customers. And I also use AWeber to manage my email marketing and stay connected with my customers through personalized emails. However, manually adding my new customer who have completed the purchase using Cashfree and add their details to my email list is time consuming and prone to errors. So the solution is to simply automate this entire process. By integrating Cashfree with AWeber, every time a new purchase is going to be done and a payment is going to be received by the customers using Cashfree, automatically the new customer is going to be added to my AWeber account as subscriber. This automation ensures that I can instantly send them follow-up emails, promotional offers, and product updates, helping me boost my customers' engagement and drive repetitive sales and without any extra efforts. And I'm going to create this amazing automation between these two applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So on the screen, you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign into our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign into my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly Apps window in front of you, in which you can see all the applications of Pabbly, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on this Access Now button. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right here that says Create Workflow. A dialog box is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the workflow name and for us to select a folder. So for the name of my workflow, I'm going to give it as Create AWeber Subscriber on Cashfree Payment. So this is the name that I want to give to my workflow, okay? After that, it is asking for us to select a folder. So on the left side of my screen, you can see I've created multiple folders in my Pabbly Connect account, from which I'm going to select a specific folder in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, click on this drop down. These are the folders from which I'm going to select Cashfree Automations as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving the name to the workflow and selecting the folder, I'm going to click on this Create button in order to create a workflow. Our workflow is created in the name of Create AWeber Subscriber on Cashfree Payment, and there are two windows in front of you. One says trigger, other says action. So what is trigger and action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two concepts. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up our trigger step first. And for the trigger application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Cashfree. Cashfree is a payment gateway that helps businesses to accept and process payments online. It allows customers to pay for products or services using various methods like credit card, debit card, UPI, net banking, and wallets. And using Cashfree, I collect the payments from my customers as they go to purchase the product that I'm selling in my business. Here, what I want is that as soon as a payment is going to be done by the customer using Cashfree, automatically Pabbly Connect should capture the response of that. That is why for my trigger application, I'm going to select it as Cashfree. And for the trigger event, I'm going to select it as Payment via Form. As with the help of Cashfree, I have created a form with the help of which I am collecting the payments from my customers as they go to do the purchase. I want that as soon as the purchase is going to be completed using Cashfree by the customer, automatically Pabbly Connect should capture the response of that. Now, in order to connect Cashfree to Pabbly Connect, you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. With the help of this unique webhook URL, we're going to build a connection between Cashfree and Pabbly Connect. For that, firstly, I'm going to copy this URL from here. After copying the URL, I'm going to log into my Cashfree account that I want to connect to Pabbly Connect. This is my Cashfree account, and my Cashfree account is running on a test mode. You can see right over here. In the same manner that I'm going to tell you right now, you can connect your live account with Pabbly Connect as well, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to connect this account to Pabbly Connect. For that, over here from the top, it says developers. Go to this option right here. As you're going to come to developers page, the products are going to appear in front of you. And over here under payment gateway, it says webhooks. Click on this option right here. As you're going to do that, you'll be land towards the webhooks page under payment gateway. You can see, and from the given options, go to this payment form right over here. As we're going to connect our payment form with Pabbly Connect. Okay. After coming to payment form, to create a new webhook, click on this add webhook endpoint button right here. It is asking for the URL. Paste a webhook URL. Click on this test and add button right over here. Okay. As we're going to first click on test and add, after it says add, click on this button right here. Okay. As I've done that, it says webhook added successfully. And if I'm going to refresh this page from here, you can see a new webhook URL has been added in my Cashfree account. So as we've clicked on test and add, this means on our webhook, the test is going to be forwarded, the test response. So for that, I'm going to open my workflow and scroll down. And as you can see right over here, the test response has been forwarded to the workflow that we are creating. Okay. As the test response has been forwarded, in place of this test response, I want the response of the customer who have done the purchase of the products that I'm selling. So for that, I'm going to click on this recapture button and on yes right over here. And as I'm going to do that, it is saying waiting for webhook response. So now to check whether Cashfree is successfully connected to Pabbly Connect or not, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my Cashfree account, go to this payment form section right over here. And I have created a payment form for the product that I'm selling in the name of Graceful Sheen Maxi Dress. And I want that as soon as the purchase of this dress is going to be done using Cashfree, automatically and instantly Pabbly Connect should capture the response of that with the customer's details. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the test payment of this form right over here. For that, copy this link from here and open this link in a new tab right over here. I'm going to open it in a new tab. You can see this is the payment page of this form, that is Graceful Chic Maxi Dress. And I want that as soon as the purchase of this dress is going to be done by the customer, automatically Pabbly Connect should capture the response of that. So now for doing that, we're going to do the test purchase. It is asking for the name of our customer. So with the name of the customer over here, I'm going to write it as Smart Lead. Okay. Next, for the phone code, I'm going to select the Indian phone code. Then I'm going to enter a dummy mobile number right here. For the email over here, I'm going to write it as smartlead45@pablitudes.com. For the address over here, I'm going to write it as 123 New City. For the city over here, I'm going to write it as Bhopal. And for the state over here, I'm going to write it as Madhya Pradesh. And for the pin code, I'm going to write in a dummy pin code right here. If I'm going to scroll down, these are the details right here. Now I'm going to click on this pay button right over here to do the test payment. Now for doing the test payment, for the method of payment, I'm going to select it as card. I'm going to select a dummy card from here. For the name holder, I'm going to select it as Smart Lead. Okay. After filling in all the required details right here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this pay button. It is asking for the OTP. So I'm going to enter the OTP. As you can see right over here, the payment is now been done successfully. As the payment has been done successfully using Cashfree, now I'm going to open my workflow and scroll down. Over here, I'm going to wait for a few seconds. After waiting for a few seconds, you can see right over here, in my workflow, the response of the new payment has been successfully captured. Let us tally the response. Over here, we have received the event time and date. You can see right here, the transaction ID status comes as paid. This is the order ID. The amount is 999. You can see right over here. This is the customer's mobile number with the customer's name as Smart Lead 1. If I'm going to further scroll down, this is the pin code. You can see right over here. The state comes as Madhya Pradesh, city as Bhopal, address as 123 New City. For the email address of the customer, smartlead@pablitudes.com with the value as 999. This is the title of the item you can see right over here, and this is the form URL. Currency as INR with the form ID you can see right here. As the response of the new payment being done by the customer in Cashfree has been captured in the workflow, this means that Cashfree has now been successfully connected to Pabbly Connect and a trigger setup is done. Now, whenever by any of the customers a new payment is going to be done using Cashfree, automatically in the similar manner, Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response of that. Okay. After setting up our trigger step, we need to set up our action step. Here, my objective is that as soon as by the customer payment is going to be done using Cashfree as they're going to purchase any of the products that I'm selling for my business, I want to add that customer as subscriber in my AWeber account. Now for that, we're going to set up our action step. And for the action application over here, I'm going to select it as AWeber. AWeber is an email marketing tool that helps businesses to connect with their customers through email. It allows you to create and send newsletters, automated emails, follow-up messages to your audience. With AWeber, you can design professional-looking emails using pre-built templates, manage your email list, and track how your emails are performing. And I use AWeber as my email marketing tool in my business. So over here, I want to create a subscriber in my AWeber account, and the subscriber is going to be the customer who have done the payment using Cashfree. Okay, for that, over here from action application, I'm going to select as AWeber, and for the action event over here, I'm going to select as add or update subscriber. Then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection that you have. After that, click on connect with AWeber. After that, over here, it is asking for a permission. So I'm going to click on this allow access button. As this say process my data is perfectly saved with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this button right here. As I've done that, you can see it's fully authorized AWeber to Pabbly Connect. After authorizing, it is asking for the account ID. For that, select the account ID that you have from the drop down. It is asking for the list ID next. Over here, I've created a single list in my AWeber account in the name of subscribers list. You can see right here. So with the list over here, I'm going to select the subscribers list. Okay. After that, it is asking for the full name, email, and all the details of the subscriber that we're to create in our AWeber account. So for the data of these fields, what we're going to do is we're going to map the data. What is mapping? Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we're going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. How mapping works is that as soon as I'm clicking on this field, this was the previous step, that is Cashfree payment via form. As I'm going to click on it, this was the same response that was captured in our previous step. It is asking for the full name of our subscriber that we're to create in our AWeber account. As I want to create this customer, I've done the payment using Cashfree subscriber in my AWeber account. So for the data of these field, I'm going to select the data from my previous response. In my previous response, I have received the customer's name and I want to create this customer subscriber in my AWeber account. So for the data of this field, I'm going to map the data of the customer's name right here. Okay. As I selected the data from my previous response, the data is mapped. And as I map the data has now become dynamic. That means whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. Similarly, for the email, I'm going to search for the email right over here and I'm going to map the data of the email of my subscriber right here. Over here next, it is asking for the update existing. So if this customer who have done the payment using Cashfree might be an existing subscriber in my AWeber account. So over here, I want to yes, update that customer. So I'm going to select the option as yes right here. After that, it is asking for the tags, ad tracking, and all the other details which I do not require. So I'm going to skip the part. Mobile number over here, I'm going to map the data of the mobile number that I've received in my previous response. And for the city, I've received the data of the city right over here. So I'm going to simply map the data of the city right here. Okay. So this is the data of the city. I'm going to map the data. Okay. After filling in all the required details, I'm going to simply click on this save and send test request button. As I've done that, we have received a response, which is a positive response. So now I'm going to open my AWeber account. This is my AWeber account subscribers list page. I'm going to refresh this page from here. As I've refreshed the page, you can see a new subscriber has been added in my AWeber account in the name of SmartLead1. Email us smartlead@pabblytools.com and over here with the phone number and the city as Bhopal. As the subscriber has been successfully added in my AWeber account, this means that we successfully created an automation between Cashfree and AWeber with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now until now what we have done, I am an owner of a fashion retailer store and using Cashfree, I collect the payments from my customers who are purchasing the product that I'm selling. Over here for my trigger, I've selected as Cashfree, as whenever a new payment is going to be done by the customer using Cashfree, automatically in the trigger, Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. And for the action over, I've selected as AWeber and add or update subscriber. As I now want to add this customer, I've done the payment using Cashfree as subscriber in my AWeber account. That is why I've set up this action step right here. And with the help of this automation, I've created a connection between these two applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple other applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. If you have any questions, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can check the queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment on if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video.